quick goals in less than 2.5 minutes.
That's what you want, the brother-sister combination. Riley starting it off. Double G coming through. Keep an eye on Grant and Nikki, though. They rotate very well in the back. The two ladies, Riley and Melly, they have been rotating also. You watch, I like the dynamics of the team, the way they work it. They work it on all different ways. They play a chess game all day long here. But remember, when this white team gets moving, you got to watch out. So 2 goals up, that's what they need. Going to be Estrada.
Up to Mark Gansey. Mark Gansey has time to go to the offside, bringing that pony back around. A shot off to the left, and Mark with a cut shot, but not quite the angle on it that he would have liked. So off to the left-hand side. And now a lucky break right there for Casablanca, and Grant Gansey will put the ball back in play for Casablanca. Casablanca in the pink, Newport in the white. A whistle right there as we have a little tack time.
4:14 on the clock. And we'll get a little time. I don't know if they're using the courtesy change right now or not. Let's see if they decide it. And good D there. Yeah, they're going to use the courtesy change. They'll have our first courtesy change. Hey, great D by the Casablanca team here, because that was actually probably the first hard attack that the Newport team had here in the first checker so far, Steve.
Yeah, they finally got an offensive run, and, only because the offensive run of Casablanca broke down just beyond the bowl end, so that allowed Newport to pick up the ball and make an offensive drive, but just unable to put it.
I'm still blown away by Betsy Christensen and Tom Blake, their rendition of the national anthem.
Yeah, what a fantastic duo.
Oh, my Lord. That is that. They need to take that somewhere else. They need to be performing together.
I bet that's not the first time they've done that.
I don't know what, but I'll tell you what, that was a special one. And it should be a special one because happy Mother's Day once again to all the mothers, especially, we have Melissa. She's the one mother on the field today. So definitely a big shout out to Melly and happy Mother's Day. But to all the mothers out there, it's a very special day, and we all have a special mom, and so big love for that. And this is a great way to have it. We had a tournament. We had the Mother's Day Thriller earlier. Congratulations to Semicon, but here you go. It's all about Casablanca. Newport picked up here by Estrada.
Alejandro couldn't quite keep the bouncing ball going, and Nick Roldan going to take it towards that south end. They've scored 2 goals already, once at the south by Riley Gansey, once at the north by Grant Gansey, and now ball deflected off the pony of Mark Gansey, which allows Alejandro to pick the ball up and take it back the other direction. Grant Gansey up front with Gene Goldstein playing back. Grant Gansey with the number 4 on his shirt, but couldn't quite pick up that ball, but no worries. Nick Roldan behind him, and Nick Roldan takes it towards the center, and wow, what a shot downfield. Melissa Gansey on that black pony, and Melissa Gansey on the prowl right here. A nice shot followed up by Riley, but Melissa out front all by herself by about 3 horse lengths. 2 white shirts behind her. Melissa Gansey driving that ball straight towards goal, and Casablanca is going to go ahead, and that puts 3 players. All the Ganseys on Casablanca have scored this period.
You couldn't ask for a better start for the Casablanca team. Riley first, Grant Gansey second. Melly puts the frosting on the cake, but more importantly, they have been 100% on every breakaway, Steve. That is the most important thing today. They can't miss goals. They're going to get opportunities to shoot, so they need to take those shots. Great shooting from the whole team here on Casablanca. And listen, you got to give love to Nick Roldan. He hit the ball 130. That gave Melly a lot of time on her breakaway.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And now Mark Gansey, he's going to break out of the bowl end with the ball being pursued by Nick Roldan. And Mark Gansey would have liked to put a Gansey name on the board for Newport, but unable to do so. So wide to the right-hand side, and Grant Gansey will put the ball back in play one more time.
Got the Cobra under control.
Yeah, well, we'll see how long that lasts.
I know, I'm just saying, they got the Cobra under control right now. He's gone for 2 runs. They've kept him wide. They're not giving him easy shots is what I'm saying. No. Usually Mark gets out in front there, but I think that's probably part of their game plan to keep an eye on him. Here we go, Nick, looking for the loose ball play, and I don't know if he's going to make it to Melly. It might not. Alejandro might pick it up. Yep, it's going to be Estrada.
Alejandro takes the ball around, and a shot over to Mark Gansey one more time because he's been on the offense so far here in checker number 1. Grant Gansey coming back, making a play against Dad with a near side back shot, but picked up by Tomacho Pierres. We haven't mentioned his name yet, And Tamacho with a shot on goal. Grant Gansey reaching back and just off his pony's hindquarters.
Oh, that's just good D right there. I'm not sure if he got a mallet on that. You might have a, I'm not sure if you're going to have a knocking or not, but that is stellar defense right there. That's defense win championships right there, Steve Lane. He used his pony perfectly to block that play. Gets a knock in with a minute left here. If they could go ahead and get one out, but oh, wow, that's the way you answer back. What a shot right here as Newport will pick up their first goal today.
Yes, they certainly needed it. So that clock winding down, and anyhow, with 48 seconds, it looks like we might have time for another bowl-in right here. And what a great chucker we've had here in the first period of play for the Casablanca Spring Challenge. All the players line up on umpire Dorniak. Dorniak throws the ball back in, so we will get this bowling off. Grant Gansey out the back door. Hooked out of there by Tamacho, and now Gansey picks the ball back up one more time, trying to stay ahead of Mark, but Tamacho able to get a mallet on it. That first horn is gone with about 19 seconds left. Grant Gansey coming across and stealing the play, and that's going to do an offensive drive for Casablanca one more time, but Alejandro Novillo Estrada taking the ball across the field. He's got Mark in his crosshairs. Not quite enough distance on that next shot, and a great back shot there by Grant, which allows Tamacho to go back, and that's going to end chucker number one. So that ball will be in the favor of a bowl-in when we come back for Casablanca for chucker number two. Stay with us right here on CTV Sports for the 2023 Casablanca Spring Challenge.
Welcome back to CTV Sports and happy Mother's Day. I'm Dale Schwetz with Steve Lane today. We're live for the Grand Champions Polo Club. Field number two for the finals of the 2023 Casablanca Spring Challenge. If you're just joining us a little late, this is our second chucker play. 3-1 after the first chucker. Casablanca, Melissa Gansey playing the number one, Melee, with Riley Gansey playing the number two. Grant Gansey actually playing with them also, but he's playing the number four. We got Nick Roldan playing the number three. This has been a great team. They played very well on Friday to get to this final. And the Gansey group, and I call it the Gansey girls too, Riley and Melly have done an amazing job at the number one and number two position. But the boys, they just rotate very well. They work so well as a team. But Newport is with Gene Goldstein, Tomacho Pierres, Mark Gansey, the Cobra, and Alejandro Estrada, and they were very strong on Friday. So you need to watch out. When this team gets going, this white team, they are a goal-scoring machine, but this Casablanca team has not missed one goal since they started. The first chucker, they were 100% running the goal. Great shooting by Melissa, Riley, and Grant. So bowling coming from the start this second chucker. It's going to be won by Tamacho. Pieta is going to work it back, and here comes the Cobra. Mark's had a couple runs, but it's been good defense by Casablanca. Picked up now by Grant. That's going to get turned inside here. Looks like the Cobra's going to go ahead and get control. Nick's got to give one play as he jumps the boards. Nice play by the Cobra. Smart to keep the ball in line. Now they got to clear out. Now he'll have to use it. Well done, Mark. Gets it moving. Stolen by Double G.
Gansey one more time. Turns the ball back from defense into offense. Sending a shot down to Melissa. Melissa on that great pony. Able to go from the near side to the offside. Melissa with a straight shot down the field. Still on it. Tops it just a little bit. Camacho looks behind and sees Alejandro breaking behind him. So a tail shot over to his left-hand side, and now up to Gene Goldstein, and Goldstein being pursued by Nick Roldan. Goldstein still on the run. Goldstein with a little tap towards goal. Gene Goldstein finishing it off, and goal number 2 for the team in white, Newport. So,
yeah, I told you, you got to be watch out. They line out very well. It's either the Cobra or Goldstein. Gene, another Double G. Gene Goldstein, when he gets going, they spread out very well. And Alejandro Camacho, they work off of the Cobra and Gene to pull the team. They use them all day long. So 3-2 here. We click down under 6 minutes. 3:55 on the clock. Gaston will get them lined up here. Field 2. Amazing here at the Grand Change Polo Club. And once again, I'd like to welcome everybody to our spring Casablanca Spring Challenge Final. And happy Mother's Day as here comes the Cobra.
Ridden out of there by Son Grant, and Nick Roldan sends it back over to Grant. Across the face of the goal, and Grant couldn't quite connect on that next shot, so Nick Roldan comes back to get it on a handy pony, and Roldan sends it back up, looking for Melissa Gansey, but that play and that pass intercepted by Tomacho Pierres. Tomacho one more time trying to get it up to the Cobra, but picked off by Nick Roldan, and Roldan right now comes ahead, avoiding the hook of Mark Gansey, unable to keep the ball going, and Tomacho Pierres with a straight back shot right over to Alejandro Novicio Estrada, and Estrada one time up to Gene Goldstein, and Gene Goldstein scoring on the north end, and now the south end, tying things up here in the second chukker. So, Gene Goldstein having a great day so far.
Yeah. Put your hands together. That's power polo at its finest right there. As Alejandro Estrada gets the back shot for Camacho, the 1-2-3 combination, and that's just a stellar finish by Goldstein. One time, dead center, great stroke, perfect timing, gets the equalizer. We get clipped down here almost to 420. Hello, Aspen, Colorado.
Ball back in play and deflected off the pony, and Mark Gansey picks it back up out all by himself right here, but 2 pink jerseys. Riley comes in, doesn't make the hook, but makes him look up and put some pressure on him. And Nick Roldan one more time with a shot down to Melissa Gansey. Melissa Gansey looking up in the sky, waiting for that ball to settle. And now Melly with a nice shot, but tops it just a little bit. Nick Roldan with an approach shot off to the left-hand side. Melissa and Camacho going back there. Melissa on the line and the right away. Checks down, wisely checks down, dribbles the ball back towards goal, and puts it on through for her second goal of the day. So Casablanca having a great offensive drive.
Use that at all, 100% going to goal. And Nick and Melly were right in line, and it made it easy for Melly. Melly is what took her time. That was her line. They couldn't come and get her. And then great play by Nick, though, to come up and make a bump on Camacho. That just gave Melly all day for the easy slam dunk. So Melissa gets her second goal, 3:19 on the clock. We'll use our courtesy change here. And once again, what a beautiful day here at the Great Change Polo Club. I'd like to welcome everybody. Thanks for coming out. We're mid-season here, as Steve and I were talking about. We have the Eastern Challenge, the Memorial, and don't forget about the World Polo Pride. And weather always, always check the scheduling based on weather. And, we've been giving love to all the moms today. So happy Mother's Day, Steve Lane. What a day. It's been a fun, what a great way to start off with the round robin day. You said be kind of coming from the back to win it, but just some great polo early on, and now a good start to this final here.
Travieso won last weekend, won the Santa Rita Abierto, and then Travieso was edged out by both teams today in the round robin.
Yeah, right. See that change in the energy there. So with the courtesy change, you see all the players getting their horses tuned up, ready to go. Riley here, doing a little short work, get her pony ready to go. It's always smart to do. Learn that in the polo school.
And that's another player who changes helmets. She had on a white and pink helmet on Friday and a week ago Friday, but on both Sundays wearing black.
You got it. No, she got 2 or 3, most two, more for, just to wear a cleaner helmet. They usually got to change gloves too, Steve. A lot of them change gloves every 2 chukkers or every 3 chukkers. And, that's just the way you get it done as you change mallets and horses. Look at Gene Goldstein going to goal here. Cobra on the next shot. Can he finish? Loose ball play. Turned around. Here comes Nikki.
Roldan takes the ball right off the end line, and now looking for players downfield, and he finds Riley Gansey right in the center, and Riley jumps on it, and Riley still on the offside. 1 shot, 2 shots, now 3rd shot coming up straight down the field. She's inherited that from her mother, I am sure, and now Riley Gansey taking the ball towards goal with a long shot. What a great approach shot right here for Riley. Just a little putt right there, and Riley's 2nd goal of the game, and the Gansey ladies are scoring out front today.
You tell he pulled the team. Riley just went half the field with it. Great run there. Good control with the little chestnut pony. I love this one, little ball-faced chestnut. Little bitty thing. She just took her right down. The approach was perfect. Gave her the easy finish, and look at this, 5-3. They get the 2-goal lead as we click down to 2:04 on the clock. Back to Gaston Dorniak, looking for possession. Going to be the Cobra.
Mark putting the mallet to the ball out of the bull end, and now on a gray pony of his own, trying to get that ball back over towards the center, taking it down the left-hand side, and now Estrada. Mark Gansey stays up front. What a smart play, and Estrada, what a shot, threading the needle from about 67 yards out, putting it right between the goalposts. So now a 1-goal difference.
Wow, you got the clown horn out. Someone's got the clown horn out.
Yeah, it must be Sandy down there.
You got to love that. You got the clown horn out at the Grand Champions Polo Club, but that was a fabulous shot. Well done, Alejandro. It almost looked like a pass, but he hit it so perfect. It just was dead center. I mean, just a brilliant play. 5-4 as we click down to 1:15.
All right. Ball leaves the umpire's hands, and Mark Gansey winning a lot of these bowl ends and hits the ball downfield, but Nick Roldan and Grant Gansey going back. They're talking to each other to see what the play is, and Nick says, turn it on around, I'll follow you up. And Grant Gansey staying right with it, the ambassador for Casablanca with a long shot downfield and a nice Mother's Day present right there for Melissa Gansey as Grant put the ball up to her, unable to keep it going. Alejandro turned it back around and now trying to get it up to Goldstein. Goldstein has to check down, but Nick Roldan beats him to the ball. Nick Roldan taking it to the far boards on the bounce. And now Nick Roldan, Gene Goldstein come together on the far side. Nick Roldan hits it up. Goldstein has no play. The first horn has sounded. Nick Roldan still on the ball. He's going to release it downfield. Riley Gansey going along with Grant Gansey as well, but that ball is right in front of the goal, taken off the doorstep right there, allowing Grant Gansey to come in. Mark Gansey cleared the ball out of the way, allowing Grant to come in. And now Alejandro tries to break up the play with Grant. Grant couldn't quite do it, and now Nick Roldan, and the second horn sounds, so that's going to end Chukker number 2, a score of 5-4, Casablanca over Newport. Stay with us for Chukker number 3 when we come back live right here on CTV Sports.
We're here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm where the PTF Polo ASSN Junior Tournament is being held for the first time ever at this location. And I mean, could you get a more beautiful venue? Probably not. The tournament includes players of all ages, starting with the youngest at just 2 years old and the oldest at 20 years old. So you've got all ages, all skill levels, and a whole lot of fun. Let's go check it out.
Reminds me of my days when I was in that position playing the kids tournament, and for us it it meant the world. So I'm very happy to be here supporting my son and other kids as well, because I think they really enjoy this, and for them it's even more important than for us probably playing the 26 or the 22.
Well, that's a wrap on the PTF Polo ASSN Juniors Tournament at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. So much incredible talent coming up through the ranks. The future is certainly bright for the sport of polo. Now, for more information on the PTF, head to polotraining.org. And, of course, head to Chucker TV for all of our awesome content, including full game broadcasts.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Happy Mother's Day from CTV Sports. Once again, I'm Dale Schwetz with Steve Lane today. We're live. Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 2 for the 2023 Casablanca Spring Challenge. And big shout out to Casablanca. And so 5-4 here in this first half, Steve. Very competitive half, back and forth, and very high. I would like to see the stats on this first half, because they're going to be pretty similar, because I think both teams are shooting pretty well. I think the Casablanca team might have a higher percentage of goal scoring, because there has been a few knock-ins for the Casablanca team. So they're going to go there and line them up, Gaston Dorniak, and we'll get them ready to go here. Very tight game.
Dorniak gives the ball back to the players, and Goldstein comes out the front door with it. Gene Goldstein, sponsor of Newport, taking the ball down the field, but Nick Roldan's going to jump out front. Nick Roldan now has time to go to the offside or the near side, his choice. And now Roldan bringing it back towards the north end. Mark Gansey staying right with him, and Roldan puts a high shot into the wind, but Melissa Gansey is going to able to drop on it, staying out front where a good number one should be, and no mistake there. Melissa, a one-time cut shot, just a little tap just for insurance, and Melissa Gansey scoring her third goal of the game, one per Chucker.
100% today. That's what you need to do, Melly. She knows that you need to score every goal today. That is the game plan. When you get the breakaway, put it between that 24 feet, 8 yards, post to post, from coast to coast. Each polo field out there, 300 yards long by 160 yards wide. So those have been great runs by the Casablanca team. Back to the centers. They'll switch directions for any of our new viewers. And away we go. It's going to be picked up by Grant, but it's going to be Tamacho.
Pierre is with a near side back shot over to Mark Gansey. And Mark Gansey, just a little flip. Daughter Riley coming in to put some pressure on. Mark hits it into her. Nick Roldan picks up the loose ball. Nick Roldan, little shot out of the air, and now looking downfield, and he knows where Melissa is. Sends the ball over to her left-hand side. Melissa has enough room to go from right to left to get the ball on the mallet side, and that is the offside, the right-hand side of the pony. And Melissa's still on the prowl right here. Mark has no play, and Melissa just overshoots it. A little bit of bad luck right there, but still out front where she needs to be. So a knock-in coming, one of the few for Newport, the team in white.
I want to say this is their first, now maybe first or second knock-in. And look at this play right here. Wow, oh, the Cobra brings it in there. He almost gets caught there by his son, though. Double G, Casablanca's ambassador Grant, but on the run is going to be Goldstein, and Gino has been pulling the team today. Offside, near side. The Cobra falls in behind him. They'll override. Nick says, let's get rid of it. Big back shot. That's going to work because here comes Double G. If he can stay out in front of Tamacho. Oh, bad luck. Spun around quickly by Tamacho. Big ball here. 3-on-1. Oh, breakaway coming. Cobra. One time in the 30. Shot on goal. Look for the finish off the post and the high flag. As look at, here we go. As here we, Newport on a steal from almost a clean breakaway by Casablanca. The Cobra bouncing it off the post. And believe me, he is a good golfer, so it makes sense. But what a shot right there. It's going to click down about 4:25 here. They're going to come back. See if they go with the bowl-in or the courtesy change. I think they're going to go with the bowl-in. Save the courtesy change for one more run. Looks like they got everybody back. And away we go, Steve.
Umpire Dorniak puts the ball on the ground. Nick Roldan gets a piece of it, but Camacho Pierre is able to pick it up. Back over to Roldan, and now a quick stick right there by Mark Gansey, and he's on a roll right here with Nick Roldan on his hip. That ball just in front of the goal. Can Mark do a deep neck shot? Wow, what a play right there by Mark Gansey. I didn't think he had time to get to it, but, you know, a deep neck shot right there, a perfect neck shot, keep the ball on the ground, hitting the ball underneath his horse's neck, scoring the goal.
Well, what a goal and equalizer. What a play right there. 6-6. Both teams firing on all cylinders early. That'll bring us back to the center, and it'll stop the clock at 3:29. So, title sponsor Casablanca is recognized as the world's foremost producing of leading-edge polo equipment and luxury clothing worn by polo players and around the world. Whether it's on the polo field or beyond the sideboards, it's the goal to have you look and feel the best through each of life's many chukkers. Grant Gansey, he's the ambassador of Casablanca, and Grand Champions is one of their most supportive sponsors. We love having Casablanca, and the design. We talk about everything, Steve, the safety, everything they put into all their equipment and clothing, and high style. And also, well, tell us about the logo a little bit.
Well, the logo is two horses' tails flying down the field in competition. And Casablanca's distinctive logo is the flight of two ponies' tails, charging the field in pursuit of victory, a true symbol of the joy and exhilaration experienced by both players and spectators all over the world.
Yeah, the more I look at it now, I'm like blown away.
Yeah.
I just have always been into this Casablanca, just never thought that, and amazing stuff there, and they just put out some amazing equipment. So it's great to have this Casablanca Spring Challenger on the special day. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. And away we go here, Steve. This has been a good one. 3:25 on the clock. It's going to be Melly.
Gansey right here. Nick Roldan once again going downfield as he did the other day for a pass. And Melissa sending the ball downfield, able to go for her own shot. Now a long pass over to Riley Gansey's near side. Riley Gansey checks up. Melissa says, keep on going. I've got it. I'm following you up. And now Melissa off to the left-hand side of the goal, being ridden there by husband Mark and Melissa right over towards the goal. Mark is going to back it, but a little bit too late. So another goal for Melissa Gansey, her fourth of the day, second of the chucker. So we'll come back to center.
Go on, Melly. Didn't she have like 7 to get
the other day? 7, yeah.
No, that's a stop. That's a strategy. Put her out in front and let her go. Riley goes back and forth. She does such a good job wearing it. She's built to be a number 2. Amazing rider. Very active on the field, loves to get up in the mix, make some hooks, make some bumps, also runs the goal great. And then you put her brother, Grant, and Nick behind them. Good combination there, so working well. 7-6, their offensive attack is working well.
So Grant Gansey beats Dad to the ball with a near side back shot, and Melissa picks up Grant Gansey's back shot, and Melissa on the move towards that north goal right now. And you can see behind Riley Gansey riding off Gene Goldstein. Riley goes for the shot. Melissa picks it up on the near side. Now the offside. Mark's going to come in front. Melissa's going to shoot from there. And no need for anybody else to touch it. Melissa finishes it off. She's done a hat trick here in the third chukker.
You can't even want to play again by Riley, man. You got to go give credit is due. Riley picking up Gino. Just nothing Gene really could do there. Riding behind. She had good position on her and on holding her away from Melissa. And a good bounce. Melly got a good bounce there. Lucky bounce. It came off the back of the pony, but she was in the right place at the right time. It's an easy finish for her. Probably the easiest goal she had today. But you got to give it up to Riley. Well done. Good teamwork.
And a 2-goal lead, the biggest lead we've had so far today. So right now, Grant Gansey going to help out a little bit too. Drops the ball back, and Melissa coming on through. Beats Mark to the play, and now Camacho wins that play as Nick Roldan was a little bit wide, and Camacho sends it up. He's got 2 white shirts out front, but look out. Riley Gansey in hot pursuit. Riley Gansey, she's got that mallet out for the hook. Mark Gansey, he's got a difficult cut shot to go, but Gene Goldstein, he's going to try it up to Mark Gansey, and actually this might turn out to be a nice play. Mark across the goal mouth. Riley has to give way. Riley's got to clear, and umpire playing the advantage on that play. And taken out of there by Riley Gansey. But a whistle on the play. So we'll see what umpire Dorniak decides with 33 seconds. Is that 3:31 left on the clock?
Yeah.
So we'll have our horse change.
And the guy in front there, and I don't know if they're playing a late whistle or not, but it looked like Mark had control. I wasn't sure if it got kicked off a horse or something, but I believe they're probably going to get the open goal penalty too. Yeah, it looked like Mark had control there, but once again, you got to give it up for Riley. You know, you try, keep fighting in there. There's nothing she can really do. Good play by Goldstein. Gino put it right back up to the Cobra. But, again, I like Riley's energy, Steve, pressing the Cobra, not making it easy for him. He'll get the open goal penalty, too, though.
So the Cobra puts it on through on a penalty 2, and that'll be his third goal of the day. So Parenthood is coming alive with a hat trick by Melissa Gansey and also Mark. So that is our final chucker of the first half. Stay with us right here on CTV Sports.
Yeah, you got it. So well done here as we go. Everybody here at the club, thank you once again for coming out for Mother's Day. They're going to take a little halftime break, and we'll be right back here on CTV Sports. Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz with Steve Lane, and we're live at the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 2. I'd like to welcome everybody that's here at the club. Thanks for coming out on Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. And we're spreading the love all around the world, so we appreciate that. We have viewers coming in from all over, so happy Mother's Day. And this has been a good one because, well, one of our moms right now has got 5 goals on the day already, Melissa Ganzi. Casablanca coming in with Melissa Ganzi playing 1. Riley Ganzi playing the number 2 with 2 goals on the day. Grant Ganzi playing the number 4. And Nikki playing the 3. And Grant's got 1 on the day. That's where they get their 8 goals. On the other side, though, Newport, Gene Goldstein, he's got 1 on the day. Then you got Tomato Piedras with 2. And the Cobra, Mark Ganzi, 3 goals in the third chukker. So that was a battle. That's great. Melly and Mark actually making 3 goals in the third. So that's fun. And then 1 goal by Alejandro Visa Estrada makes it 8-7 here at halftime. So thanks for tuning in. As we're just having a little break here, we got to change one of the 4-legged athletes. And as I said, my name's Dale Schwetz, and here's my man Steve Lane.
Yeah, Dale, sorry I'm back late. I had to break up an argument down there.
Who were they arguing? They were arguing who was going to win? Or
No, they were arguing Troy and Sohail and Jimmy, arguing about where they're going to take us to lunch.
Oh, yeah, they're such nice guys. I thought Sandy was involved in that, too. Sandy Klein told me he was taking us to lunch.
Yeah, he's the one beeping the horn, and he wanted to win. But
yeah, I know. I love the horn. We had the horn going today. Keep the horn going down there. A lot of fun here. Like you said, we are playing spring season here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. So we have the Eastern Challenge, the Memorial, and then World Polo Pride. That is a fun day, I got to tell you, representing the It Gets Better project. So make sure you come out for that one. And we're going to get to see Cale. We're going to see our general manager on the field again, Cale Newman. He said he's getting ready.
2 weeks from today.
He had some injuries, though, so we got to make sure he's going to be all right. She got some rehab going on because he did have a leg injury, so we want to make sure he's okay. He had a car accident. So, Cale, we want to make sure you're okay. And we're glad you're safe. And so he's fine. But we also want to give another shout-out, to Jason Crowder. Happy birthday. 40, bro. You know how long you known Jason?
Oh, gosh, probably 20 years.
Jeez. Oh, man, I've known the family forever. And Valerie, I got to give love to his mom. She took care of me for a long time when I was in California. When I was just a young punk trying to learn how to hit a polo ball. Steve was a great coach of mine. So happy birthday once again. And, of course, Whitney is his sister. Good friend of mine. So happy birthday, Jason Crowder. We call him the Spaceman. What a game. He's been playing well this spring.
Yeah, he is. At 5 goals. I thought he was 6, but he's 5.
Yeah, I know he played. You know what? He has spurts. He has that 5 to 8 goal spurt when he gets going. But he has been hitting the ball deep, and that was a great game today. And they just came back. They played really well. It was fun watching that Semicon team.
It was.
They're a fun team to watch.
It was. They've been a sleeper team.
And what a goal by Pablo Pulido. He takes the goalpost out to finish it. I mean, is that determination? He's been playing well, too. He should play in the World Polo League, man. That guy would be so – that's his speed.
Yeah, we haven't seen him all winter, but he comes back and he plays here in the spring. And,
that's the one thing. I was saying, you don't see him much in winter. He's very busy. And, of course, traveling and things like that. We get him in the spring and the fall. They play so well. I like seeing him in the World Polo League, that 26-goal style.
Yeah, me too. You
do really well there.
2 goals plus, and he stays out front, and sponsoring.
And I love the horses. The horses are runners. He likes to play fast.
We're happy to have him here.
Awesome.
He's an asset to the Grand Champions Polo Club.
Awesome. It's Casablanca Day. You know it. And Mother's Day here. So, as our title sponsor, we want to thank Casablanca. And as they said, doing well right here, up by a goal. And but this has been a tough one, back and forth. Higher shooting, you can see on the stats at halftime there. Better percentages for the Casablanca team. The Newport team has missed the goal more. You can blame it on good defense or just bad positioning. They didn't get too many good shots in the first 3 chukkers. And great runs by the ladies. 2 Ganzi girls doing a good job getting the energy going. And great rotation by Roldan. Roldan hitting the ball deep like he always does. That works out very well, especially with Melly playing in the front and then having Riley and Grant in the middle to work the center. Picked up here on our first bowling of the second half. Going to be Melissa. Melly looking for the give and go. This is a play they used on Friday, a give and go. And now we got Nick. He's got to stand in front of the Cobra. Bad luck there. The pops up in the air, but Mellie's going to get one more. She's going to work this ball in behind. Might as well. She's got room to work here from the 40. This is the one-shot Mellie we've been talking about. That ball's got eyes. Good play by the Cobra. Comes off the mallet. And this bad luck there, the Cobra get a piece of it. But then Mellie's going to pick up the deflection and get the high flag.
Actually helped Mellie out a little bit by the Cobra stopping that ball, allowing Melissa to carry on through and score the goal.
And so 6:41 on the field. They'll bring him back to the center. And, wow, here we go. That's a good way to start out. The Fort Junker. It's always good to get that extra goal. We'll take time out here. So that'll stop the clock with 6:28. And we do have another ball on the field. Thank you, Grant, Double G. The ambassador of Casablanca does an amazing job representing the sport. I've known that kid since he was a baby. Trust me. He's an amazing spot, amazing ambassador. And I love the new style. Actually, we talked about it. His helmet was one of the most asked for helmet, his American flag helmet.
Yeah, no.
That he used to wear. Now he's got a different style now. But, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Casablanca able to design any type of helmet you like. But right now, in design, Melissa up to Nick Roldan. Nick Roldan with a long-distance neck shot from the near boards, but sending out to the left-hand side, just overcutting that ball just a little bit. But Tomacho Pierre is putting some pressure on and not making it an easy shot for Nick.
No, I like this switch, too, by Casa. Now they got Mellie hitting that 30, 20, 30, 40-yard give-and-go shot. They'll send Grant forward also, Grant or Nick. And we watched that on Friday. It worked very well because Nick was scoring a lot of goals, and Grant can hold the whole back by himself. Just be defense. Now it's Riley.
Riley Gansey with a shot downfield and picked up by Alejandro. Alejandro takes it forward just a little bit in order to get a back shot off. Gene Goldstein takes a swipe at it and now picked up once again by Roldan. Roldan's going to shoot towards goal. Alejandro comes over and intercepts it. And now Estrada. Estrada right here sending a shot downfield up to Mark Gansey. Mark right now on the move. He knows he's got Goldstein out front. Can he get it to Gino? And Mark's going to follow up his own shot. Oh, wow. Hits it out of the air on a dead run right here. Mark Gansey in front of goal off to the right. Sending it on through. What a nice play there by Mark. And Gene leaving it for him. So great play there by the Newport team.
Are you kidding me? What up, Cobra? What up? On the move. The pickup out of the air is where the energy starts, around the 60 or 70-yard line. Then the approach, but a great finish. And that is a stellar goal by Mark Gansey. That'll make it within one here. They click down to 420 again. Hello, Aspen, Colorado. And they're going to line them up here in the center. A good go back and forth here, Steve. This has been fun.
Yeah, and back to a one-goal lead. The biggest we've had all day has only been 2. So right now, Melissa Gansey, once again, Nick Roldan, headed downfield. So is Grant. Melissa over to son Grant. Grant checks down, takes the ball over to the right. Tomacho has to give way. Grant sends the ball down the field. Will it stay on the field? I believe it will, as Alejandro sends a pass over to Mark Gansey. Mark Gansey broke before the ball was even hit. Good anticipation there by the Cobra, and Nick Roldan putting it back over towards the center. Nick Roldan avoids the hook of Mark Gansey, and Roldan with a nice neck shot. Riley Gansey on the offside, sending it straight toward goal, and Riley Gansey putting it on through and finishing that play up.
That's good polo, Steve. Oh, that's good polo because that's an offensive play coming from Newport. Now, Nickaroo does the Nickaroo. He claimed that. We call the Nickaroo when he runs it under the neck like that. But he actually did the Nickaroo. He picked it up from Gansey on a clean pick, and then he just kept the energy going across the field where nobody could catch him, and he hit the neck shot perfectly to the center where actually nobody could go to Riley, and Grant had the near side if he needed it. So well done. Great pass again by Nick Roldan. Captain the team at a high level today. It's going to put them up by 2 goals as we go into our courtesy change. Just great passing. Both teams passing the ball well. It's all just good shooting. That's the only difference right now. A few missed goals by the Newport team. Otherwise, Casablanca just keeping higher shooting percentages. And we'll wait for one more player as they come out here.
You know, 9 of those 10 goals scored by the Gansey women.
The ladies are on fire today.
Yeah, they are. The other one scored.
Well, Riley went to goal. Remember, she had a lot of runs in her earlier games. She had a couple to just off to the left, just off to the right. Now she's got it dialed in perfectly, doing a great job. Pulling the team out. I don't think she's missed one goal.
No, I think you're right.
Just down. And Belly had the one on the far side, but otherwise that's been it. They've been shooting well. So here we go. Possession is big though. It's going to be picked up by Gino.
Goldstein gets the ball out of the bowl in and bring it over here to the near boards. Couldn't quite keep it going, and now Riley's going to turn things back around and followed up by Nick Roldan. And Riley with a long shot downfield, but Alejandro back there as well. So is Mark. Mark going to take it forward. Alejandro's going to back him up. And now an open shot right over to Estrada. Estrada coming in there challenged by Tomacho Pierres, and now Nick Roldan with a little shot over to Riley, but Alejandro, he's going to come in and pick the ball up first on the offside. And one more time, Alejandro sending the ball down the field over to Mark Gansey. Mark Gansey. That ball didn't quite reach the boards. A nice shot by Gansey right along the boards, and bad luck right there. That change of possession play is going to break up that offensive drive for the Newport team. So a change of possession in favor of the team in pink, Casablanca. And
Cop on the pitch.
Cop on the pitch. Change of possession. And Nick Roldan's going to send it right down the sideline over to Riley Gansey. And Riley brings that chestnut pony back around. Riley checks down. It's on her near side. Oh, what a handy pony. Wouldn't you like to have been mounted like that?
I was going to say that horse is very handy. Doesn't have a lot of speed, and Riley can ride it, but he likes fast horses, you know what I mean? But that little horse is very handy. On the move right here, the Cobra. He's already had one run. Let's see. Mark on the move. Nicky's got some space here. He might be able to get to him, but the Bay Pony has got the power. That's a nice approach shot. Go to the center with it. Now look for the finish by the Cobra. And inside, outside, just to the left. But full speed blasting.
Yeah, I thought he would have taken a dribble shot on that last play.
Yeah,
but
just bad luck. Great run. I mean, Nicky kept the pressure on, you know. Great run, though. Loving it. Both horses. We see so much of that after the Kersey change. See those quick breakaways, you know. We've seen that all year, Steve.
Yep, we certainly have. And you know what? That just lets us know those courtesy changes open up polo.
You got it. They speed it up. Players get on fresh ponies, and off they go, and that always helps. Here we go. Back to the action. Turn around. Controlled now by Mark. Gansey will take it to the inside. Fielding it here on the Bay Pony, and he looks very comfortable on it. Now he's got two players to deal with. Alejandro's going to come up and help a little bit. Good ball control. Take it inside now. He's got his son to deal with. Granty staying to the right. Nicky overrides. Loose ball play for Gino, who's in a perfect spot, just following everybody. Look for the next shot. Oh, bad luck. And Casablanca dodges the bullet, and watch out. Here comes Double G.
Grant Gansey on the move right here up to Melissa. Melissa on that black pony one more time and taking a shot down the field. Clock winding down with 13 seconds on the clock. Melissa, has she got time? She's on a move right here. Melissa going towards goal. And one more shot, I bet one time. Twice overrides, and Tamacho's going to come in, but that is still going to end the period right there. So we will start chucker number 5 with a bowl in the Casablanca offensive end of the field. So stay with us. We've got 2 more chuckers to go here at the Casablanca Spring Challenge on CTV Sports.
Foot golf, it's a kind of life, and also it's a combination about golf and football.
So I got into sport through social media. Someone approached me on Twitter and said, have you tried it? I'd never heard of it at that point. So I went to my local course and tried it and just completely fell in love with the game.
This is not as easy as it looks on your body. It's a lot of kicking. We don't normally kick this many hard kicks in soccer.
For me, this and the U.S. Open are the 2 top U.S. tournaments. It's something we all look forward to every single year.
Great fun, and I think everyone will enjoy it when they try it. You can't not have fun.
when you set goals at the start of the season and you're able to achieve them at the end of the year, I think I can speak for everyone and say when we set goals and we make the sacrifices that we make, which a lot of people don't see, and then it all comes to fruition, it's a good feeling.
I literally live, breathe football.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Welcome back, everybody. CTV Sport. Dale Schwetz here with Steve Lane. I'd like to welcome everybody once again. And, this is our spring season, Grand Champion Spring season. The league features, medium goal practice games at least once a week, which is a lot of fun. Stick and ball sessions available during the week. Teams get two medium goal tournaments, games every weekend. Usually play Friday, Sunday, but we'll change it around if the weather is committing. You know, if we got to go to a Saturday or a Thursday sometimes. And it's got, of course, we always have our great paramedics. I want to give a big shout out to all of our first responders, especially our medics that work our polo, man. These guys are amazing. They keep everybody safe on and off the field. We love you guys. Thank you for being here, of course. And our umpires. Gotta give love. I mean, Steve and I work with the umpires. Of course, I'm one of the umpire teams. Steve manages us. And Gaston Dorniak, we love you, man. Great job. Especially happy Mother's Day to his wife and family. And, again, it's a complete turnkey polo with top professionals. So they mix the teams up. Steve loves that part. Or they mix the teams up weekly. Give you the opportunity to play with different people.
Yeah, different combinations. And tournament committee doing a great job on that. And I think it keeps it exciting. If you've got one team that's dominating all season, then you know who's going to win, who's going to lose. So
and different players play different styles, so it gives them opportunities. Also gives gives moms and dads and family the opportunity to play together, because we do have different family playing with the Calle family, playing with us also, and this also you play on some of the most prestigious fields. Here we are on field 1 and 2 at the Grand Champion Polo Club. This is where all the big games in the World Polo League are played. We've been playing all of our finals here. And, you always have our club's socials events on the weekends, or a party here, a party there. Throw your hands up in the air, because it happens here and it happens over there and at the Grand Champions Polo Club. So, excellent trophies for all teams every weekend. And, Steve, the biggest thing is it's always on CTV Sports every week.
That's just icing on the cake.
That frosting on the cake, baby.
And you know what? If you're a player, you can go back and watch your team play. And you know what? I've known some players say, hey, I've got this horse for sale, and I played it in the third period of this game. So, if you're interested in buying it, then go and take a look in the third chukker.
100%. And also just teaching the game, too. The education, because we have so many new players. I mean, people just don't know about the game. Not people that even want to play the game, just spectate the game, have fun, be a part of the social fair. They start getting into the game, so a lot of that with the rules and regulations, been a lot of fun also. So appreciate your love there too, Steve. Always giving the correct verbiage, easy verbiage to understand to the novice ears.
Yeah, because we, we have people that may not even have tried polo yet, just surfing the web and come across it, so try and make it very easy and understandable. And right now it's understandable that Melissa Gansey is once again going towards goal, and a shot right there, and Melissa Gansey is going to finish it off here in chukker number 5, and that is her, hold on, let me get my calculator, 7th goal of the day.
Number 7, in the right place at the right time. Trust me, her polo knowledge is very high, and she's always in the right place at the right time. So another way, she started off each chukker with a goal. She started off the 4th with the first goal, and now she's going to start off the 5th. So online here, the Casablanca game plan working out very well at the moment. But remember, 3 goals not enough here in the game of polo, because watch this guy go. Estrada on the move. Estrada with the approach shot. Alejandro with the finish. Once, twice, three times, my lady, and happy Mother's Day. As Alejandro's going to get one for Rosie right there. Well done, Alejandro, and happy Mother's Day, Rosie. So I saw running around here, a couple of the wild ones we call them. And Estrada, man, we haven't seen him come from the back. See, they got to watch out for that. We didn't even see that on Friday.
Yeah, no, he got the ball right out of the bowl and says, well, let's see what I can do on this pony. So
got out there in front. Well, he's been playing that back, though. You know, the way they designed their team, because, you know, you got the Cobra and Gino playing in the front of the game a lot. Tomato and him do a lot of switching. But I like seeing him run through. Here you go now. Gino says, let me get out in front, get a run. He's on the big bay pony.
Goldstein right here overrides, but Pierres Tomacho coming by and putting the ball up towards goal, and that ball's going to travel over the end line, and Casablanca dodging the bullet right there, although they're 2 goals ahead. So Tomacho not getting quite the angle he wanted to on that shot. So once again, Gret Gansey puts the ball back in play with a little tap shot off the back line and a shot right down the center. Nick Roldan stabs it out of the air. And
just another walk in the park there, Steve.
Yeah, did the hard part, but misses the easy part right
now. That ball was doing like 100 miles an hour. He took it out of the air, dropped the ball down by his foot, like you said. He did the hard part. Then he couldn't take it forward. But Nicky will pick it up here, digs it out of the hole there, and that's going to work for Riley. Well done, Riley, on a nice little turn here, keeping it moving. She's got Nikki. Let's see to give the give and go. Oh, that's a nice give and go, but well read here by Mark. He's going to go ahead and pick this one up forward on the near side. Stay clean. Uh-oh, that's trouble. It'll stay behind. Nikki now, we got a foot race. Far side, Roldan on the outside. He's got the Cobra on the inside. Shot on goal. This ball's got eyes. Does it have the distance? Taken out by Mark and cleaned up well. That ball's going to stay on the field. Into the coffin corner it goes. Nice save here by Gansey. He's going to get pressured by Roldan, and they're going to keep this rolling as they're rolling now. Wide open. Look at this run here by Mark Gansey. The chestnut pony. Camacho Pieta is going to keep it moving. Here comes Newport. Gansey on the bounce, no problem. Look for the finish. And there you go. Put your hands in the air, and the flag is in the high flag. And wow, what a run right there. But Steve Lane, 14-goal polo again?
No.
Are you kidding me, man?
No,
that's 14-goal polo.
No, it's quite a bit higher than that, you know. And you know what does that? Good fields, number one.
Dude, they were running like they looked like the Kentucky Derby running backwards. Instead of running to the left, they're running to the right. NASCAR going backwards.
Yeah, there you go.
It was.
Making turns. And, you know, we saw a similar play like that a chucker ago where Mark took the full swing, just almost the same exact spot and hit it wide. This
same
time,
play.
putting it in. So,
I can't believe I didn't say like coast to coast on butter and toast, because that's the way. That's a true coast to coast like butter.
Yes, it was.
Whoa, well done, Cobra. Good run.
Mark Gansey,
I love that.
Flying, taking that ball out of the south end of the goal mouth and taking it over to the near corner and then coming down the field and finishing it off.
Still down by a goal here is Casablanca. This is what they've been doing. They get one closer, and then they take over. So see if after the courtesy change. And again, we see that a lot also. You see right before the courtesy change, Mark knowing that was going to be the last run for that horse because he had the time in his head. So a perfect time to drop the hammer, but just well done. Great job. You know, we watched Camacho Pieta's last on Friday. I think we broke it down a lot for him, Steve, how he has his man in his pocket early. He had a man in his pocket right here early. He got that next shot back up to Mark. He did that on Friday about 7 times.
Right.
I think he scored 3 goals after it, picking his man up early. Very, very consistent.
The old saying, man first, ball second, right?
You got it, man first, but it's easier said than done because you get ball watching and you get moving around out there, doing 25 to 35 miles an hour. The ball doing 70 to 100 miles an hour. And you get them moving around like that. It can be a little tough, but that's one thing he's very solid with. I think it helps his game, pushes him to a whole nother level.
Yeah, and we've got 3 players out there on the field right now that played in the finals here last year. And in last year's Casablanca Spring Challenge, Casablanca was Meredith Lovegrove, Grant Gansey, Nick Roldan, and Tommy Collingwood. So now you've got Grant and Nick both out there hoping to put their name back on the trophy this year. And on the other side, you had Audie was defeated last year with Mark Gansey, Tony Calle, Pancho Benzadon, and Sugar Erskine. So Mark Gansey, he'd like to put his name on the trophy this year. So there's going to be some Gansey names up there. It's just a question, is there going to be 3 Ganseys or 1?
No, yeah, good call there, Steve-O. All right, we got everybody back on the field there. It looks like they got all their 4-legged athletes lined out. I want a big shout out to all the pit crew, all the trainers and grooms. I love you guys and girls. Can't win polo on the field if you don't win off the field. So on a bit of Mother's Day to all the grooms and trainers out there. Melly's going to get this one in the center here. He says, I'm thinking my time with this ball. Ooh, on the give and go, though. Roldan was going forward. Now you're going to get Alejandro to get one back to the Cobra. And remember, everybody on fresh legs now after the Kersey change. So get out of the way. This should turn into a very fast 325. Nick Roldan on the far side.
Roldan puts it up against the boards and able to get back to it and sends a shot down the field where he has 2 ladies in waiting right here. And Riley, the first one to get to it with about a 57-yard shot down the field and still on the line of the ball. Riley Gansey shooting from far out and scoring. So, oh, man, I tell you what.
Oh, there's the horn. I want to hear it. Give it to you, Sandy. What a goal, man. Riley Gansey. The Gansey girls, at the end of the half, when Melissa went for the goal, she missed a goal. She hit one like 100 yards to set up in front. So both Gansey ladies say hitting the ball very straight and very direct and precise today, Steve.
That is. You know what that makes us do, though? That makes everybody go to a handicap meeting.
Yeah, you got it. That is a handicap meeting. Y'all are playing above it. But, no, well done. Good hitting. It's good strokes by the ladies. And looking very well, mounted very well today. 12-10, that'll make it with 22-22 on the far side. And remember, this is not enough. 2 goals is not enough. Here at the Fit Chucker with a goal, with a chucker, and that ball's just going to skip out of bounds. And look at this, we're going to get another change of possession, a cop on the pitch, and Steve, they're going to be in range here. Roldan's in range from about 130 right now.
They are. 2 minutes on the clock. Umpire Dorniak counting down. I can hear him in my earpiece, and they are in range. And we've seen a lot of goals scored off these change of possession plays. And right now, Nick Roldan, he's going to dribble it forward, leave it for Grant, and then go to an offensive position. Grant's going to put it down the field. But Alejandro anticipates that and turns back around and just drops it off for Tamacho. Tamacho sent it back across the field for Alejandro, but a little bit too much angle because Melissa Gansey is going to come in and steal that ball away. Nick Roldan up front, taking out Tamacho. Melissa following up her shot. Melissa off to the right-hand side. Can Nick Roldan keep it on the field? Yes, a little back shot, but a deflection off Tamacho's horse, and that ball is over the back line, so no safety on that play since it's off Tamacho's pony and not his mallet. So
yeah, bad luck there. I thought everybody they might go in with that one on they had the change of possession over there. And then it was kind of a broken play here. I think when Alejandro and when Tamacho looked like I like the pass, but Tamacho's Alejandro's like, you take it.
Yeah.
So here we go with less than a minute left here in the Fit Chucker. Alejandro looking for Goldstein, but it's going to be picked up by Nick. Roldan's going to control. Oh, a little trouble there. Nick, it's going to be Gino to pick it up. Gene will take it into the corner now. He's got time. We're going to get your 30-second warning horn. He's going to find a Cobra maybe in the corner, yes. No play. Nick's going to go under the Nick with it. Here comes the Nickaroo. Once under the neck. There's one. Here comes number 2 with 23 seconds. Oh, it goes near side. Okay, let's do it that way. Now out of the air. That's easy. Now he's all going center. 16 seconds on the clock. Cobra coming back quickly. Can he get the hook? 12 seconds. Roldan on the move. Look for the finish with 9 seconds. That ball's got eyes. Oh, man.
Oh, just off to the left-hand side, as our friend Jan Eric Frank would say, that was a Remington.
A Remington. What a close shave that was, but that was just stellar polo. Another great run there. Bad luck. 12-10 after 5. We're going to send them off for some fresh ponies, and we'll be right back for our 6th and final chucker. This is the 2023 Casablanca Spring Challenge. All right, everybody. Six-chucker action, 12-10. 22 goals scored. 22 goals scored in the finals of the 2023 Casablanca Spring Challenge. And we are not done with our six-chucker. So that is good polo. Congratulations to both teams here. Win or lose, it has been a fun game to watch. Some great four-legged athletes, man. Make it run. And Steve, you've been watching that NASCAR this weekend. You must be liking it.
Yeah, there was a few wrecks there yesterday, and some temper tantrums going on, but yeah,
in the NASCAR, not here at the Grand Champ Polo Club.
Not here. No, we don't have players like that here.
You see, the problem is the NASCAR, they go the wrong way.
Well, they go the same as horse racing. Left turns.
I know they go the wrong way also. They need to go back to the right. Right is right, wrong is wrong. So I love to see it, but we saw it here. At least how quick they can go back to the right. And that was a great finish by both teams. So that last minute of the fifth chucker, it was about as fast as we could go. They timed the horses with a speed gun at 36 miles an hour. Steve, you got anything faster than that? Have you heard more, or you didn't know something I don't know?
No, that's what I've heard. The only thing that I've heard is ball hitting. They clocked Tommy Biddle was the hardest hitting hitter at 118 miles an hour.
118, yes. I always say 120. So that's why I always say the guy standing in front on a penalty 4, who's only 30 yards away defending it, and the 90-mile-an-hour fastball in baseball, well, okay, what's more
You wouldn't want to put the Patron there at that 30-yard. I mean,
they used to put me there all the time. They used to use me as a guinea pig.
Yeah.
So,
well, you weren't writing the check, so we got to protect the
Patron. I was getting paid. I was getting paid to be the defender. But the speed of the ball, you got to remember that probably and Steve, if you disagree with me if I'm wrong here, but at least 80% of the time the ball is moving at least 60 to 80 miles an hour on every shot.
Or faster, I think.
Faster.
Yeah.
So, and even, so that's amazing. So you put the 25 to 36 miles an hour of your horse running, the four-legged athlete, and then you add that 80 to 100 miles an hour balls moving around, a hard hit 115, 118, 120, and it can be an exhilarating, adrenaline pumping sport.
It can. And if you're there at that 30-yard line and you get a BB hit at you, deflecting that ball could put it right back in your face or your chest, So
what about Nick when he took that one out of the air? That ball had to go like 80, 100 miles an hour from Grant. He takes it out of the air something there. That's when the energy's connected. Here we go, Steve. 2-goal difference, and away we go. It's going to be Gene Goldstein on the far side. He's going to override. That's going to give Grant time here. Alejandro, he'll press him here, but the give and go. Grant, well done. Double G goes under the neck with it to find Nick. And Roldan's going to spin it around here to the right. And it looks like he's going to go ahead, and we're going to get a timeout here. So we have a little tack time. Safety always first. 6:59 to be precise on the clock. It looks like we got some debris on the field.
Yeah, probably spotted that and called it to the umpires, and they decided to get it off the field right now. So Nick Roldan was in possession, and actually it might have come off Riley's horse, and that's how she noticed it.
Yeah, no, Riley was all over it. So good sportsmanship right there. Stop clock, always safe to the four-legged athlete. Very important in the game of polo. And so it did look like Casablanca had possession there. So I won't be surprised you don't see a fair play bowling. And Riley will take that off. We'll get her back in the mix here with 5, as I said, 6:59 on the clock. Here we go, Steve, man. This is going to be an exciting finish. If Casa can get one early here, I always like that 3-goal lead. It gives you the opportunity to do some things, do some different, take some chances, and still be 2 up, And, maybe that chance puts you 4 up. So I like the odds on that one. Here's Nick. He's going to send Grant forward. It'll be Double G.
Gansey on the far side, and Alejandro back there with him. And Double G sends a shot down the field, and Melissa Gansey has that ball in her crosshairs. Mark couldn't quite connect with it on the near side, and Melissa, she's going to override. Now Tamacho comes in, taking the ball forward. Looking for a plan, looking for a place to hit the ball, or somebody say tail it, neck it, open, close, do something. And Marganzi, the Cobra, has Alejandro out front. He's going to override, which allows now Riley Gansey back, turning it nicely. The second time she's done that here in the second half. Shoots on goal, and now wide to the right-hand side.
Riley's been practicing that play.
I think so.
I'm telling you what, she's turned the ball exactly the same every time at the same speed. So well done. I think she might have shot that a little quick, though. She had time to set up a little earlier, but I like her going for it quickly because when she gets playing in the higher leagues, that's going to maybe be a better choice of shots. Here we go on the knock-in as they're going to get it moving here in Newport. In the white jerseys on the far side is going to be Andy, and they're going to open them up here. Nikki's going to go run and contain them right here. Mark trying to keep it moving. Nick falls into the rumble seat, flips it back to the right, comes into the turn, leaves it as fast as he went into it. He's got Melly way out there, and he's going to lace one, 130 in the air. Look at this ball by Nick Bodan, maybe 140. It's going to be Melly now from about the 55-yard line. Cobra's going to the goal. Shot on goal by Melissa. Nice carry. Inside the 40. Look for the finish. And right there. And now it's going to trickle across in front of Mark and get the high flag. But once again, what a shot by Nick Roldan. Laying the ball out there a good 130. Giving Melly time just to relax and take her time. Just crushing the ball.
8th goal of the day today for just Melissa Gansey alone. So there's that 3-goal cushion that you were talking about right there too. So the clock on the side of Casablanca and an enemy right now of Newport. So Gaston Dorniak waiting for all 8 players to come in for the bowl in, and it says here's the bocha. And now the ball back on the ground. Mark Gansey taking the ball out the back door and coming back around, being chased by daughter Riley. Riley got her mallet out, and that's making Mark hear footsteps. And now Mark straight towards goal, a little off to the left, but a little flip shot, and finishing that play off, which is a much-needed goal right there for the team in white, Newport.
Wow, goal number 6 for Mark Gansey, and 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. So a nice run there. I like the energy from Riley again, keeping the pressure on, but the Cobra looking very relaxed there, Steve. I mean, he did just impress, even though Riley was coming up for the hook. We are going to get a timeout here. I think we're going to use courtesy change with 3:51. This will be our final courtesy change of the day with 3:51 on the clock. See that 2-goal difference. You score that first one and see if it gives a big, big comfort. So now when we get back on fresh legs, you still got the 2-goal lead. So that goal is almost like a 2-goal swing.
Yeah, no, exactly right, Dale. And you know what? That's what they needed right there in Newport. Coming out with a little bit of offense, but starting out a little bit flat-footed today in today's game. But,
they used it well. I mean, they used the ladies didn't do this one goal.
No.
I mean, neither did Grant. The first 3 shots of the game were just goals. So, I mean, that's what got them going. 3-1 after the first. And then Newport, they said, hey, wake up, man, let's go. They scored 3 goals in the second chucker against the 2 of Casa. So that made it 5 for Casa, 4 for Newport. And then they left 8-7 Casa at halftime. So, and that was 3 goals by the Cobra and 3 by Melissa in the 3rd. So very tight there. So, I like the way they came out here. The Casablanca team scored 2 quick goals in the 4th to keep up that 2-goal lead, and that's what they've done up to this point. But 3:51, that's not enough time. There's a lot of time.
A lot of time left,
man.
With only a 2-goal difference. Yes. Yeah. So let's see if Newport can get some momentum going here and close that gap just a little bit, or will Casablanca keep the momentum and the ladies out front with goal-scoring opportunities? And right now, Melissa Gansey gets the ball out of the bowl in, and Tamacho is going to go back with a tail shot. Intercepted there by Grant Gansey. Grant Gansey's going to go ahead of Mark. He's got Tamacho to get around. He hits that ball a little bit too far. Tamacho on the near side, put it underneath his pony's neck. Nice play right there by Tamacho. Tamacho running the turn, tries to get it back up to Mark, which he does. Mark, pony comes over the top of the ball without kicking it, spoiling a shot. So Mark Gansey still on the move right here now, trying to stay ahead of son Grant. Grant couldn't quite get the hook on Father Mark. And now Mark overrides right there. Tamacho coming back in and sending it back up. Now Grant Gansey going back to play defense. With a looked like it was going to be a tail shot, but it stayed in the center. And now Alejandro comes back over to pick it up. Everybody else has no play. Alejandro taking it straight towards goal. And now Mark Gansey drops on a loose ball. Riley up front has to give way, and Mark is just going to finish the play and tap it on through. So now down to a 1-goal difference, and you know what? A lot of time left here on the clock.
Yeah, there you go. Newport lining out well again, using each other well. Good play here. Started with the Cobra pretty much by himself, and Grant did what he needed to do on defense. But once again, I told you, who's next? Camacho. He always finds a space in there to get that little crease. Laid the ball perfectly into the center, and then it was up to Casablanca to clean it up. But Newport just stayed right in line, lining out very well here. So 1-goal difference is down to 2:12 on the clock.
Roldan gets the ball out of the bowl end and sends it over to the far side. Able to go and retrieve his own shot, and now doesn't waste any time. He's got Riley Gansey up front, but Mark's back there as well. That ball's going to stay on the field, forcing Mark to hit an open back shot, which Camacho turns on, but better yet, Nick Roldan anticipates it. Nick Roldan is just going to walk the dog and put it right on through. And
you like that?
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Well, we got new play. We got the Nickaroo number 2 now. Not under the neck with it, but the spinaroo right there in front. But what a meet right here, because that's a great shot by Mark Gansey. I mean, hits the ball. That's 80 miles an hour, right? 60 to 80, the one he hit?
Yeah.
What did Nick do? He just grabbed it like it was, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, it's just come with me.
Making it look easy.
Made it look easy.
And actually, I was listening to Gaston Dorniak chuckle a little bit about that last goal scored in the earpiece. So that was
no, it's an amazing stop. And it took 2 good plays. But Gansey says, shut up, you guys, because I'm going to make you eat it. And here it comes. Yeah, that's the way you return. Well done, Mark Gansey. Cobra, you might get an opportunity here. One more bowl, and here goes, because the clock goes tick, tick, tick with 50 seconds on the clock. Mark Gansey with a stellar goal. They're all coming back hot. Camacho's got to get back here quicker because they're going to have time. I'll be all right. They're going to have a time here. Steve, they're going to get one more run if they can get possession.
You betcha. And the first goal to be scored will end the chucker and the game. So who's going to put that goal on the board? Is it going to be Casablanca to seal the deal, or is it going to be Newport? And look out. Mark Gansey on the prowl right here. Mark Gansey couldn't quite keep it going, but back on the near side. Alejandro Nick Roldan coming back across. Chewing the clock up with 5 seconds left. So Alejandro, he's going to turn the ball back around on the near side, but the second horn goes, and Casablanca is going to win their own Casablanca Spring Challenge. Congratulations to the team in pink, and also congratulations to Newport for making it to the finals. Nothing to be ashamed about. A great game, great day for polo, great day for mothers.
Oh, man, Steve, 27 goals scored in 14-goal polo. No, sorry. That is great polo. Congratulations to both teams. Put your hands together, everybody. What a game we just watched right here. This is what polo's about. Wide open, fun, running and gunning. And this is great having the families out here. Once again, happy Mother's Day to everyone. All my sisters, nieces also. A big shout out to everyone in my family. I love you girls. You know that. And, of course, all the moms out there. And, man, if you think back, everyone has more than one mom. Trust me. You know, we always say that about Sharon. She took all her moms. So happy Mother's Day, Sharon, also. But Melissa Gansey, what a big day, big win for her, too, on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Melly. And what were we at, 8 goals? 8 goals on the Steve?
Yeah, 8 goals today. 7 the other day, 8 today.
8 goals, Riley, with 4. Well done. So we're going to go ahead and, we're going to keep the party going here at the stadium, guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen down there. And we're going to get everybody back over here. We're going to give the players just a moment. And we're going to have our trophy presentation. We're getting up close and personal with all the players for our 2023 Casablanca Spring Challenge. I want to thank you for watching here today on CTV Sports all day long. Steve Lane, what do you think, man? Any last words on the day?
I think it was a great tournament all the way through. Happy to see Casablanca win their own cup. And you know what? It's a great day for polo. A little cloudy, nice breeze blowing. And you know what? it's going to be bittersweet because we've got 2 more weekends of polo, and then we are done here in South Florida.
Yeah.
You know,
I always hate when the party ends. I hate leaving the party. That's my biggest problem.
Yep.
But it's been fun. It's been a good one. So listen, just stay around, get yourself a snack, because we'll be right back here on CTV Sports once we get all the players lined up for our trophy presentation. Once again, thanks for watching the 2023 Casablanca Spring Challenge. Welcome back, CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz, and we are live here for our trophy presentation. I want to thank Jonathan Ingram and Rosario Novija Estrada for helping us out here. Let's do the best playing pony first. We always do the best playing pony. Bring her up, you guys. Oli, this is an amazing mare. We talked about her. Man, I got to tell you, Cobra, you were on fire, baby. You played her 2 chukkers. You played her in the 2nd and the 5th. Scored 3 goals, I think, on it. And believe, Mark, you had 4 goals. You had 8 goals on the day, G. Well done, Cobra. Well done, boys. That is a beautiful caballo. 4-legged athlete in polo. We call that a machina. Woo! Well done. Great job, guys. We'll get everybody up on the stage. Man, what a mare, Steve Lane. Whoa, crazy. She was awesome. Well done, guys. Congratulations. Buena caballo, guys. All right, here we go. I want to thank Rosie again and Jonathan Ingram. Jonathan, so good to see you, Jonathan Ingram, back at the polo field. Back out, of course, Rosie, Alejandro Novija Estrada's beautiful wife. We'll step them up, and we'll go ahead and do our runners-up today. And what a game, 14-13. But if Rosie and Jonathan want to get in the middle there and come on up, we'll get the Newport team going. We give the first award here. Juan, got to go to Gene Goldstein. Put your hands together. Gino with the goal on the day. And great game pulling the team. A lot of fun. Good shot there with Jonathan Ingram. Come on over, Rosie. Get in the pictures there. And our Sudane, Tamacho Piedra is playing number 2. Put your hands together, Tamacho. 2 goals on the day. And, of course, Jonathan and Rosie. And, well, the Cobra, 8 goals on the day. Mark, you wouldn't let Melly score more. She had 8. You almost got them, Mel. You were getting them. They were battling for the most goals. And, of course, Alejandro. Get a picture with Alejandro with his beautiful wife also there. Get in there. There you go. Thank you, Rosie. Go down, Alejandro. Scoring 2 on the day. What a great Newport team. But today goes to Casablanca. And put your hands together. Happy Mother's Day, Melly. 8 goals on the day. Melissa Gansey. Unbelievable. Also, this young lady. And is she up there? Rai, come. Where's Rai at? Where's Rai up here, Riley? Okay, we'll go ahead and go with Grant. We got Nick Rodan. And then, G. Grant Gansey, the ambassador of Casablanca. Great job by these 2 guys in the back door. Still looking for Riley, though. Is Rai around? Okay. We got Rai because the MVP. We got an MVP for 2023 Casablanca Spring Challenge. The MVP goes to Riley Gansey. So, Riley, wherever you are, my dear, she scored 4 goals on the day, but she was amazing on the defensive side of the field. So, I don't know if she's late or she's... And go ahead, I want to thank everybody. We get the Newport team to step down. Thank you, guys. Well played, Newport. Thank you, Jonathan and Rosie. Thank you so much, Jonathan. So good to see you back at a polo field, my man. You know that, Jonathan Ingram. We had a lot of fun, bro. Here you go, though. Put your hands together for Casablanca, winners of the 2023 Casablanca Spring Challenge. Melissa, we love you, baby. Happy Mother's Day. You, Granty, love you, bro. What a great job being the ambassador. Nick Carew. Oh, you always impressed. And Riley, I love you, girl. And Riley had to take off, but our MVP of the day, she played amazing. So, once again, I want to thank everybody for coming out to the Grand Champions Polo Club and also joining us here on CTV Sports. And so make sure you watch the rest of the spring season. And for Steve Lane, I'm Dale Schwetz, and I speak for everybody at CTV Sports when I say thank you for making us the leaders in polo broadcasting. And when you see a final like this, you always know why at CTV Sports we always say we love the polo. Happy Mother's Day.